Hey ladies, happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a good weekend so far. This morning I woke up to snow-ish kind of and rain and cold, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're going back to winter, but it looks like it's getting a little nicer. So hopefully we'll be in for some sunshine later today. And I just went to yoga, which is always a good way to start my Saturday. Otherwise, I have a tendency to want to sit in bed for a lot longer than maybe I should. So it's kind of good to have that motivation to get me up and going in the morning. And I'm excited about today's topic. I always get excited about whatever I'm talking about, but it's talking about what is the biggest difference between people who are successful in their business and people who aren't. And it's something that's kind of surprising, like something that you may not even think of, or might have not come to mind. And it's something that I've had to realize through my journey, and so I want to share it with you guys. If you pop on, say hello. I know a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on this weekend with it being a holiday weekend. But if you get on, say hello. Let me know. Let me know who's watching so I can say hi back. So as far as today's topic goes, where I see, it's kind of funny because there's a lot of coaches that are getting started in their business, right now. Like coaching has become, such a big industry, and so there's just a lot of people that are doing it. And if you're a coach, you're looking around and you're seeing, hey Brittany, so glad you're here. How's the weather out on the West Coast? Hopefully nice. Yeah, you guys, as you hop on, just say hi, and so I can see who's all watching. So there's a lot of people that are doing coaching right now, and truly there's a huge need for it, obviously. Oh, it's so nice. I'm so glad to hear that, Brittany. And so there isn't a problem with like competition or there being too many coaches. Hey, Molly, so excited you're here. Hey, Allie. But a lot of us are thinking that like, oh my gosh, there's all these people becoming coaches right now. Like there's all this competition. I'm not going to be able to find enough clients or make enough income in my business. And that's not true. It's not really, there's a huge need for coaching right now. But a lot of us get kind of confused, like, okay, so there's some people that are super, super successful with their coaching businesses, and there's a lot of people who are really, really struggling and never even get their business off the ground. They never really see clients, they never really make any money. So what's like the big difference between these people, and why are some people able to be really successful with their business and other people just kind of stay stuck, never making money, never really going anywhere with their business? And so the biggest thing that I have found that through my journey, because I will tell you, like starting my business, it wasn't just like going, everything is running smoothly and I was making money and having like consistent clients. Like I definitely struggled when I was getting started because I had no idea what I was doing. I'm an introvert, so I talk about that a lot, but that was a struggle for me because a lot of the programs that I was doing were like run by people who are extroverted, and they were teaching us, techniques that just didn't necessarily feel right to me. And I was also getting thrown, like, as you guys can probably relate, like you're getting thrown all these different techniques and you're like, you could do this and you could do that and you could do this. But it wasn't really all brought together in a way that I knew how the whole system would work. And what I really wanted was just like, tell me step by step what to do and I will do it. And I didn't get that. And so I ended up feeling like just totally lost and confused and spending a lot of time spinning my wheels, doing stuff that didn't really help me move forward. So when I was going through all that, like I started to really question myself and doubt myself and think like, I don't have what it takes. I'm not as smart as these other people that are starting their businesses. Hey, Amy, so glad you're here. Maybe, so I was certified. A lot of things that people worry about is that they don't have enough certifications or enough training. And I'm a doctor, you know, I have a degree in chiropractic and functional medicine, so I had that behind me, but that didn't necessarily help me in any way feel more confident because I knew nothing about the business side of things. And so for a lot of us, we get stuck in the trap thinking like, oh, if I get more certifications or more training, like, I promise you, that does not make a difference, because it definitely didn't for me. So a lot of it just goes back to clarity and knowing who it is that you help, what it is that you provide. That really helps with that confidence piece. But I mean, I doubted myself a lot, and for a while, I thought like maybe I wasn't cut out to have my business, and that I wouldn't be able to make it work. And, you know, that obviously is kind of heartbreaking if it's something you have your eyes set on, and something that you really want. So the biggest thing that I find, that is the difference between people who go on and are successful with their business and the people who stay stuck, is truly a commitment to make it happen. Tanya, you're here. Awesome. So glad you're here. So the biggest difference, a commitment to make it happen no matter what. So there's people who are going to dabble in their business. They kind of have one foot in, one foot out. They're like, you know, it would be awesome if I could start this business, but maybe it won't work. You know, maybe I don't really have what it takes. And then there's the people who are like, I'm going to make this work no matter what. And I'm committed to making it happen. And I'm going to do whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes. Like, I'm going to make it happen. And so it's been interesting that, even just recently, I've been doing a training. It's a marketing training, kind of like a pretty advanced marketing training. And there's a group of like tons of people, well over 100, 200, I don't know, people in this program. And so I've definitely gotten to see like all the people are in the program, and we have a Facebook group and stuff too, so we can kind of interact with each other. And it's been really eye-opening this time around doing a program. I've done quite a few different programs just to learn different things with my business. But it's been very eye-opening to see the people that are in this program and to see the people who are being successful in their business and the people that aren't. And the people who are being successful are definitely not necessarily smarter. They don't have more certifications. They maybe don't have more education. And so I can see this like very clearly. I'm like, you know, I'm just as smart, if not smarter than these people. Like, and it's funny because in the past, I always would, I talk about this a lot, but I had like a major inferiority complex. So I'd always put myself behind everyone else or under them, thinking, oh, something's wrong with me. And, you know, these people know so much more. They're more talented or more outgoing, or they have, you know, something that's going to make them better at running their business and being successful. And I can see now like so clearly that that is not the case. It is not the case. Like, these people are not smarter. It's truly just a commitment to make it happen. Brittany is saying that's why she wants to work with me, because she doesn't want to dabble and she wants to, let's see if I can see the whole thing. But that's the thing, like, so when we're really committed to making something happen, and this goes back to like the mindset piece too, but you're going to be willing to do what it takes. You're going to be willing to spend money on a business that's going to make you money. You're going to be willing to spend money on marketing that's going to help you bring in paying clients. But for the people who are just dabbling or they're not fully in, they're not going to be willing to do that because they don't really believe it's going to work. And so it's kind of a tricky thing, but it really goes back to your mindset, because your mindset is what is going to determine what actions you're taking. So when you totally believe that you can make your business work, and it's important enough for you to make it work. You know, a lot of times I talk about going back to your whys, like, why is it important for you to have your business? Like, what is it going to change in your life? You know, as far as if you have that extra income, if you have that freedom and that flexibility of having an online business, like, what are you going to be doing with your extra time? Like, what is your life going to look like? like get into that and really feel it, feel what it's going to be like, imagine what it's going to be like. And is that important enough for you to push through the fears and the kind of the shit that comes along with starting your business? Because for everyone, you know, there is that stuff. It's a challenge, otherwise everyone would do it. But is it worth going through that stuff for you to start your business? And if it is, then like 100% commit and be like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen. You know, I'm willing to spend the money to make it happen. I'm willing to get the training I know I need. Because if you believe it's going to work, like it's worth doing all those things. So that is really like the biggest difference there. And if you guys can relate to any of this, you know, let me know, because I know a lot of us kind of get stuck in this. Oh, Brittany was saying, I couldn't see your whole comment, Brittany, but you were saying, because you're committed of not being in analysis paralysis. Yeah, exactly. Like tons of people get stuck in analysis paralysis forever. Like they're always starting their business, or they're always preparing to launch. You know, you can get stuck there forever and never actually start seeing clients and making income. And it's so frustrating, because I know like all of you guys, I get so excited when I talk to you guys, because you all have such awesome services to offer, such like amazing things that the world really needs. Like there's so many people right now that are really, really struggling. And don't, like I said, don't get caught up in thinking like, oh my gosh, everyone's coaching, everyone already knows what I know, because it's not true. If Tanya was saying a former dabbler, but not anymore, which is why she's here. She doesn't want to be stuck. Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to be stuck, which a commitment to invest in her, which is her investment into the universe and the ones I'm here to serve. Definitely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. Like we work with the universe with everything that we're doing, right? Like, we're not alone, whether you want to call it God, your higher guidance, you know, universe, spirit, whatever it is. Like we all kind of have our own thing that resonates with us. But I think it's pretty clear to a lot of us, like there's some sort of like kind of higher power that we can tap into that can help us through our life. And so when the thing is though, like you have to work with this, and you have to be committed to what you're doing, and you have to be serious and all in something, because otherwise you're sending mixed messages. And when you send the message that I'm committed, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to make it work no matter what, the universe is going to get in on your side, or God, you know, whatever you want to call it, and help you out and make the right situations happen, make the right people come into your life. But if you are, so you can think about it like I'm looking forward, I'm looking towards the things I want, which is like my successful business. But if you're stuck in a place of where you're looking towards the business, but then you're looking back, you know, you're looking back and forth all over, like maybe I want to go towards this way, maybe it's not going to work, maybe I don't really have what it takes. You're sending out mixed messages, and the universe doesn't really know what it is you want. It thinks, oh, she kind of wants a business, but she kind of doesn't, because, you know, she's not really committed to making it happen. And so you don't get that like teamwork going on where you get someone helping you, or I should say like the universe helping you out to make things happen. And so it's really cool when you start thinking about it this way, like, you know, you're not doing this alone. First of all, you have the support of like all of us, your fellow coaches, the people you resonate with, like we can support each other, but you also have the biggest thing, like, you know, the universe or God on your side to really help you make this all happen. But it just takes you being committed to it, and you deciding that this is for sure 100% what I want. And when you decide that, you're going to get that extra support. You're going to get that help. And it's going to happen. We just have to be a little flexible sometimes with the timeline, because things don't always happen exactly when we want them to happen. You know, sometimes they take a little longer, but they happen. If you're committed to it and you're committed to your vision, it happens, which is just really, really, really cool. And Molly said working with me has helped quiet all the noise and zone into the steps she needs to take. Yeah, definitely. Clarity is amazing. No more scrolling and shiny object. Oh my gosh, shiny object syndrome is the worst. And that's when you kind of go from one thing to the other, thinking that everything is like a magic is gonna fix your problem. Like wherever you're feeling stuck, And I got stuck in this my business so much. I would look at other people and I'm like, what is it that they're doing that I'm not doing that's keeping me stuck? And I was constantly like searching. Um, and and what it came down to, like the biggest thing was just my mindset, and that I wasn't totally 100% in, I think, in my business. And I absolutely am now. And I mean, I truly was from the beginning, because I did really, like, I invested, and I did the trainings I needed to doing, like I kept doing more and more things to really move me forward in that direction. So I was committed. But I think my belief took a little time to catch up as far as being 100%. Like, I can make it happen to the extent that I want to make it happen. So I had kind of limited myself. Like, I knew I could make my business work, but I didn't know to what level I could make it work. Like, I didn't realize that I was capable of maybe making, hundreds of thousands of dollars in my business. And that, I was kind of limiting myself. Like, I'd be okay if I, just made this certain amount. But now I realize, like, I can make a lot more than that. And so can all of you guys too, which is really cool too. So it's kind of like different levels as far as, what's possible for us as well. So let me know if that's resonating with you guys. If you guys have any questions on any of this stuff, specifically, feel free to pop that in as well. And the other thing I want to say, and this becomes really helpful as well when we do, like sales calls with people or clarity calls, because it's the same thing for us. But we're always committed either to our dream and our vision of what we want for ourselves. So in our business or in any area of our life, so in our health or in our relationships, really anything that we're working on, we're committed to our dream or our vision of it, or we're committed to our excuses as to why we can't have it or why we can't do it. And so this is so powerful when you realize this, because anywhere that you're feeling stuck in your life, you can look and see that you've actually been more committed to your excuses than you are committed to the dream or the vision. And everything really comes back to awareness. So when you can see these things, then you can start to make changes and take action on them. But if you're feeling stuck in your business, and so some of the big things that are going to pop up for people as being committed to the excuses is, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or things keep coming up, so the timing is bad. My kids are off school, my kids are on school, it's holiday, we're traveling. There's endless, I don't have enough training. I need to learn more first. I need to perfect my website. I need to, get crystal clear on everything before I get started. All these different things that can keep us stuck, they're all excuses. So you can decide to, commit to those excuses and let those run your decisions and your actions, or decide just, I'm going to let those go. I'm going to commit to my dream and my vision, and I'm going to do what it takes to make it happen. No matter who you are, I promise you it is possible for you. Like, I'm an introvert, I'm highly sensitive, like, I'm not necessarily the smartest person in the world. I don't, I didn't have any business training. Like, I didn't have anything like super special that allowed me to be successful with my business. It's really just the commitment to make it happen and to stick with it no matter what, because we all have those bumps and those bruises and those, obstacles along the way. They happen to everyone. But they don't have to stop you. You just have to ride through them and keep going. Just like with anything, like a relationship, we always have hard things with, with your kids, with any area of your life. Like, we're going to have bumps along the way, but if you keep moving towards the things you want, they don't have to stop you in any way. So Tanya, I hate that it doesn't let me see the whole message. Oh, okay. So Tanya said, I mentioned the belief in yourself, my most concerning issues that I've taken steps to overcome. Okay, but your question is, what did it take for you to start believing in yourself and your ability to manifest my dreams into existence? Okay, really, really good question, Tanya. So what I would say is what it took was taking action and seeing that I was moving towards it. Because we can sit and we can wait. We can meditate, we can journal, we can yoga ourselves into the, oblivion. We can, drink green smoothies all day and juice and whatever, but that stuff isn't going to magically change our belief. We can do a million trainings. We can, work one-on-one with the best gurus in the world with mindset and stuff. We can tap, emotionally, freedom trap, all that stuff. But it's not going to change. None of that is going to magically change your belief. So I really absolutely 100% believe that our belief happens through taking action towards those things we want. And as we start to see that we're actually moving forward and that we can do it and that we can move towards those things and we're not stuck in the resistance anymore, that is when your belief starts to hop on board. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go from 0 to, 120, 0 to whatever. But your belief will incrementally change as you go. Just like I was saying, as far as even like with my business, what I saw as being possible for myself. When I started, it was definitely like a lot less than what it is now, but I kind of had to move forward with things before I could see like, oh yeah, like I can do that, like, oh yeah, that's possible for me. So it goes on levels. But I think the biggest thing is just getting started, because when you're stuck in analysis paralysis, hey April, so glad you're here. You popped in on a break. Nice. I love it. So when you're stuck in analysis paralysis, I think that's the biggest thing that kind of eats away at your confidence and at your belief in yourself. So anytime that you're taking action and moving towards those things you want, your belief is just going to start really getting on board with you. And of course, I think having support is really important, like having first support of like a like-minded community like this one in my group, which is really awesome. But having some sort of mentorship if you're doing something that you're unfamiliar with and you don't really know what steps to be taking. It's so much easier to just have someone be like, just do this. And, these are the steps, as opposed to like trying to figure everything out on your own. So I think that makes a huge difference too. April's saying yes. I love it. Awesome. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. Let me know if that's resonating with you. But I'm pretty much just wanted to let you guys know, like, the biggest thing is that all of you have what it takes to really be successful in your business. And it truly is the commitment to make it happen. So don't think like I'm inferior. I don't have the things that I need. It's just being 100% in, and moving towards it, being willing to move towards it. If you do that, you will be successful in your business, period. Like it's not a question, can you do it or do you have what it takes? You will. It might take a little longer than you would like or that you thought, but it will happen as long as you're committed and you keep going towards it. So it really doesn't become a question. It happens. So, and that's really that's the cool thing. But if you're committed to anything, you can make it happen. Anything with your health, anything with, relationships, with, your vision for your life, like commit to it and you can make it happen. And Mike Dooley, I always talk about Mike Dooley because I really like him. He has some good books, but I always recommend them to my clients. But he always talks about a ship in the harbor. And so like a sailboat. And he says, the only place that your dreams are not going to come and find you is when you're anchored into the harbor. But what you have to do in order for, like the universe, God, to kind of come in and help you and put some wind in your sails is you have to bring up that anchor. You have to go out towards, the middle of the ocean where the wind is and allow yourself to get the wind to come into your sail and move you that way. So we really just have to take action and start making ourselves available to the things that we want in our business, to the results that we want, to the things that we want in our life too. So when you take action and you make yourself available, you're going to get support, you're going to get help along the way. But you got to be willing to really do it and be 100% in. So let me know if you guys have any other questions about anything else. Let me know if you can relate to that, if it's seeming to resonate with you and make sense. But that's what I had for you guys today, and that's what I wanted to share. So keep on it. Like, if your business is super important to you, you want to make it happen, just don't give up, and it will happen. And 100%, like, if anyone needs support, if you're feeling stuck with something, and you don't know how to move forward, or just want, step by step, like, how do I get going? Just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. Comment, put something in the comments, send me a message, and we can hop on the phone. And I would love to do that. Tanya, let me just see what you said. Yeah, she said she's been taking action to move forward in the last couple months, and it's been helping with her self-love and self-help. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Like, that's what it's all about. So, I mean, awesome work on doing that. Like, it's when you're committed to yourself and committed to making it happen, like, that's the biggest thing that makes a huge difference. Amy, thank you so much for joining, and Molly too. I'm so glad you guys are here, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your weekend. I know a lot of you guys are celebrating Easter, and I have a little family get together tomorrow as well. But I think it's always nice to have those little holidays to get together with everyone and eat good food, right? Like, what's better than that? So, sending all of you guys lots of love. And like I said, if there's ever anything I can help you with, just let me know. I'm happy to help. So lots of love to you guys, and I will talk to all of you soon, all right? Bye.